Ahoy folks, it's Matt Kennett here with a quick video on a trip I went to hike the Arizona State Trail, the AZT, with my girlfriend Cam Lind. She and I did this trip because it was her spring break and we always wanted to do a hiking trip, backpacking trip. This is the first trip I've gone on like this in a long time. I used to do these a lot when I was in high school. So it was really fun to get out there and really challenge myself to something like this, and kind of plan it myself. And Cam, this was her first big backpacking trip, and she killed it. She definitely handled it a little better than I did. Definitely really challenged me physically. But Cam really kicked some ass on her first trip here. But yeah, you know, it was really challenging a little bit, but a lot of fun, and I'm excited to talk to you guys about it. You know, I guess if you're out there on the internet and you're looking for info on the trail, maybe this isn't the best video for you. This is just me talking about what we did. Maybe you'll find something out of it. We're gonna show you what we did, you know, what we liked, what we didn't. We did passages 15, 16, and 17. As you can see on this map here, it is pretty much after Oracle and Mammoth when you're going northbound. So what we did is we flew into Tucson and we hitched a ride up to the Freeman Road trailhead and basically got dropped off and went from there. Yeah, so you can see here, I kind of marked where water sources were, like the major water sources. A lot of people use the app Far Out, and everyone kind of makes comments and stuff. What I did is I kind of went through it, and I marked where I knew the major water sources were, where maybe some good campsites were, and good options, just to kind of get an idea of what we were getting ourselves into, really, in terms of like where the big bushes were, where the river was. Yeah, so in the first section, it's 15. It's pretty flat, pretty quiet, pretty nice, and then it kind of slowly builds up to a little more hilly and mountainy. Campsite number 1, Cameron Lynn. How are you?
We made it. Good, feeling good.
Yeah, we got a pretty sweet campsite. We found these cool rocks in, you know, pretty flat area. Not too many spiky ass stuff.
Spiky ass spikies.
Yeah, but pretty beautiful sunset I feel like we got going here. We just stopped and we're, how many miles we do?
Like, whoa! Just heard a coyote.
Oh yeah, it was like a bark.
Yeah.
Yikes.
We did about, let's see. I think about 5 miles, a little over 5 miles today in like 2 hours, which is awesome. So, cruising.
Yeah, so day 2, baby. Day 2, we started off, we slept okay, you know, better than I thought it was because it was cold and comfortable, which was nice. We got up, we made breakfast, we ate basically oatmeal every morning with the jet boil. We heated that up. We drank some coffee, instant coffee, Folgers, which I think is gross. I thought it was so gross. I couldn't really drink it. I kind of just slammed it just to get that coffee in me. I need it, you know. Okay, so as you can see here, I kind of made up my own little turning piece for my jet boil. I found out that my little handle thing for this fell off, so I had to kind of get creative here. I found this little piece of metal on the ground while I was on the trail, actually, and just kind of put some wire together and made this. It worked okay, you know, it worked. So that's all that matters, but a little scary. Gotta do what you gotta do. What's up, YouTubers?
Got our coffee.
Cam and Matt at it again. Like and subscribe.
Cheers.
Cheers. Hey, yeah, we got our coffee here. What's up? This is day 1.
How was last night?
Last night was cold. I was cold.
You were cold?
I was comfortable though.
Okay.
Like any colder, I would have not been comfortable.
Yeah, same. Same.
I could have like bundled up a little bit more, wore more layers, but I was fine. So.
I was in the appropriate amount of layers. I think if it was any colder, I would have had to go to like emergency layers kind of deal.
Yeah, no, it was
Unplanned
perfect.
Layers. But
I was shocked how cold I got to how hot it was here. I mean, I guess they say that, but
yeah,
it is.
And the sun is already warmer, much warmer.
Yeah, we should go this way.
Yeah.
We're running away from the sun here. Now you can see us. Hey, what's up? But yeah, day one. I guess this is day two, technically.
Day two, technically, yeah.
This is a bigger day. We're doing like
11, almost 12 miles.
So big for us, you know.
Yep.
I'm sure those people watching would be like, "That ain't shit," but whatever.
We're gonna take it easy.
we're on vacation, all right?
We have a lot of time.
So.
I mean, it's only 7 in the morning. We have a lot of time.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we ran into this bull on the trail. This cow, and he looked kind of scary because he was all wild and shit. But Cam was pretty freaked out. But I was like, all right, we'll just go around him. They're probably pretty dumb animals, so you probably didn't have to worry too much. But it was kind of cool. He looked pretty wild. It was awesome. Yeah, so something I noticed is my blisters on my feet were really starting to develop, and I was like, oh my god, this is going to be a whole thing. Most people have trail runner shoes, and I guess I have more of like hiking boots, which, I've done some kind of smaller trips with them, and they felt fine, but this is kind of a bit higher intensity trip, so I don't know if it was the best choice, but, anyway, my feet were hurting for sure, and I was really hurting on this first day, and I was like, damn, this is a lot of miles. I think we did like 13 miles on that day, and yeah, it was challenging, but once I got to camp, I was really feeling it. Something that I guess we didn't really realize that would be so hard is that we had to carry a lot of water in between water sources because there was just no water, like natural flowing water or anything between the rainwater collectors. So and I think a lot of people who are on the trail are just kind of used to not drinking that much water and kind of going really fast to the next source, which is power to them. But basically what we did is we ended up just hauling a lot of water. Basically we had, we brought 2 liters each of water bottles, our smart water bottles, and then we had a 1.5 gallon bag. That's like the max that the bag held, and we basically filled that up with water, and then just basically I put it in my pack of extra weight on your back, and you definitely feel that in your feet, especially when you're going uphill for miles. So I was feeling it on my feet for sure. That was probably the hardest part for me, but it was a good challenge, and I think as the days went on, I started to get used to it, which was really nice. But yeah, we met a bunch of cool people who were doing the whole thing, who were just really helpful and it's kind of nice because they thought that we were doing the whole thing because, we look like we're badass people, like doing the whole thing. But it's always funny. It's like, well, this is like our second day on the trail. So, and they're like, oh, really? And everyone's got like trail names. We didn't have trail names. And one dude, like YouTuber, tried to give us some trail names. And, we told him we were from Logan Square. And we were like, oh, yeah, we're from Logan Square. And he's like, oh, I'm from Rogers Park in Chicago. And we're like, oh, cool. And he's like, all right, I'll call you Logan and you're Square. So I was Square and Cam was Logan, which was pretty funny. Not the coolest names. It's hard to, become friends enough with somebody where they can, have a funny thing happen to you and they'll be like, oh, this is your trail name. You probably got to be out there for longer than a week. But that's cool, maybe the next trip we'll get one.
Bridge time.
Whoa. We're at the Gila River.
Smells like water. It's amazing.
Go take a dip.
Let's do it.
Come with me.
Jump. Just kidding. Yeah, look at this. Trees, shade. We haven't seen this in days.
But yeah, eventually we made it to the Gila, and we first we didn't treat the water. We just used the filter because we're like, oh, we'll probably be fine. And then the more we talked to people, we're like, yeah, we should treat it just in case. So we treated it the next time on the other end of the Gila, and we also felt, fine the whole time. But yeah, better safe than sorry for sure. But yeah, this Gila water, the Gila River section, it was so hot, and it definitely got to Cam and I. I think Cam was feeling the heat a little more than me. For some reason, I was not too bad. Just because at this point I wasn't carrying a ton of water, so I think it wasn't so heavy on my pack. But it was crazy, and apparently during this section, people said they saw a rattlesnake on the trail, pretty much exactly when we were on it. Like 2 different people said, did you see the rattlesnake? And I'm like, no. And they said, oh, it was right on the trail. And they showed me a bunch of videos and pictures they had. And I was like, oh, Jesus. Well, thank God we didn't see it, because we would have freaked out. So it would have made everything a lot harder. But so that was great. I'm very happy we didn't see it. That's cool. Also, what was interesting is there was this like helicopter that was flying around, and it was like unmarked, and it was just doing all these weird moves, and it was flying really low. And while we were on the like kind of, ridges that were kind of dangerous, we were kind of like, this is really annoying. Can you not? And one guy told me that they shined a flashlight on his camp from the helicopter at night, which is really rude. Like, what are they doing? It was super weird, and everyone was like, hopefully we don't get abducted. I don't know, weird stuff out there, man. We also saw like the Blue Angels fly over, which was like so badass. I was like, this is like Top Gun or something. It was super cool. Times, and man, I was feeling it each day. I feel like I got more used to it, and just something about like mentally, you start adapting, and you're on. That's your life. You're on the trail. This is just who you are. You're hitting it hard, and Yeah, I mean, my feet always hurt, but I guess I was just mentally more ready for it. Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, and then day 4 was a lot better. Was feeling really good. We were talking to a bunch of people, and it was really pumping me up, and I was feeling good. And then I got a huge bloody nose, and it wouldn't stop, and we had to actually stop on the trail because of it. And I was like, oh my god. It was so annoying. I mean, who wants to get a bloody nose? You feel like you're like a 5-year-old or something picking your nose, but just that dry air was killing me. And it was like I lost like a lot of blood, and there was like blood on the trail. And I was like, damn, people are gonna think someone like got like seriously injured out here. At one point I was like, am I gonna have to get like medically evacuated for getting a bloody nose? Like, this is so embarrassing. Yeah, so after the Gila, we did a pretty big, right after, it's a pretty big elevation increase, and we just want to go up a couple miles to get to our next campsite, and I had to do the last final push with like a gallon and a half on my pack, and it was like, oh, it was killing me, man. But we made it there, and the next day was going to be like the really big incline, but I was feeling good, feeling pumped up, never give up. This day we woke up really early, 7 a.m. is early for us, is when we left to go start walking, basically. So we woke up a little earlier than that. But some people would wake up at 4:30, 5 a.m., which is wild. And props to them. It makes sense because that's when it's not as hot. It's so you can actually manage to do your best hiking at that point. But we weren't trying to go that far, so it wasn't a big deal. But anyway, this last day 5, it was just beautiful views. It was amazing. It made it all worth it. Sadly, right before this, my camera died, my GoPro, and so I basically made Cameron, not my camera, Cameron, to take videos for me and for us. So the videos are a little different, so I'm a little bit more in these videos, obviously. And that's all, folks. This was our little trip to Arizona, doing a backpacking for a week. Total 6 days about out there. A lot of fun. Would do it again. Got some more trips coming up that I'll probably make videos for as well if you like what you see, But yeah, this is us making it to the end. Heck yeah. Well, see you on the next trail.